Hey everybody, so I'm here to check out Invincible has the worst fictional universe ever, which, honestly, I don't know about the worst, because, freaking The Last of Us or zombie apocalypses still exist, but I could see where he's coming from, because low-key, after watching the last episode of Season 3, I can see it. I also do reactions to Invincible on my Patreon for free if you want to watch those. So far, I think over there I'm like on Season 2, Episode 4, and in terms of like the videos I've recorded, I've not made a lot of Patreon videos recently, just because, like, I don't know, not a lot of people really watch them, I feel like. But, I will eventually get back to doing them more consistently, and I am on spring break too, so I gotta obviously keep doing that, but hey. I guess we're about to see what's gonna happen in this video. Please bring up the conquest fight, I swear.
Who's next?
And gets planted immediately.
Who's next?
Blew his
I'm not gonna lie,
guts
bro.
open.
This gotta be the
Pause.
worst superhero universe of all time. Originally,
low-key,
I was
most
planning
of the
to do a
gods are
video
trash
similar to the one I
superheroes.
made last year. But while I was watching this season, Mark really wasn't getting whooped. I was really watching like, damn, he might actually be. So I can't even make a video roasting him for real. Good job. But I'm still watching this season and something just not clicking with me, bro. Because every episode I'm watching, I'm just like, dog, this man's life is trash.
Yes.
Like, every time I watch this show and really put it into perspective, I realize this is one of the worst superhero lives I have ever seen on the screen. I promise you, you wouldn't want to be Invincible. You wouldn't want to be anybody in this universe. I would go as far as to say I would rather live in Gotham than the Invincible universe. And I know some of y'all might hear me say that and say,
Low-key though?
and yeah, Gotham's pretty horrible too. You gotta deal with villains like Harley Quinn, who gave game consoles to little children and watched it blow up in their face from the skylines. So yeah, I'm aware that Satan's greatest soldiers are in Gotham City. So whether if you want to deal with that or deal with an alien flying through you on a random beach day, that is entirely up to you. But me personally, I would feel much safer with a city patrolled
I'm
by
in Georgia,
Batman
okay?
than this
Most
planet
superhero
where the
stuff doesn't
best
happen down
superheroes are
here.
getting done like this.
So all y'all gotta deal with that, that's on y'all.
Like I'm telling y'all, it's actually so sad. No matter which of these three you choose, you are going to live a terrible life. Now we're gonna start the video off with the main character. And I know there's gonna be at least 3 dorks in my comments talking about some, yes, I wanna be invincible. Yes, I'm not gonna be a hero. Yes, I wanna crack Eve. Like, whoa, brother, relax. Contain your lust for me, little bro. Thank you. But in all seriousness, nah, you don't wanna be this nigga. Like, I understand why Invincible goes through all this trauma and pain. His name stands for his willpower and not his fighting track record. Just like my last video, I'll always poke jokes at it, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. Life is just hard for this nigga. But damn, I didn't know y'all meant life hard for everybody. Like, why do I, as a regular civilian, have to deal with getting jumped by superpowered twins for no reason? Like, this nigga just got pile drive for doing his job.
Bro, this neck is
Even
broken.
if we keep it at just
Ain't
Mark,
no
the
way. This
suffering
man
that
got
he has to
dropped
go
on
through is pushed
pure
to such a
concrete.
logical extreme,
no way.
I don't even think I could co-sign it. Because what I hear from the comics, it gets so much worse. I should have known they was
it
on
does.
bullshit when the first season saddle cards were representing him getting constantly beat up in every fight. I swear for the writers it's a fetish. Like, nigga, his second day as a hero, he had to fight the entire Thraxan army with a bunch of role players. Now I want y'all to look me
Exactly.
in my eyes as I ask this question. What are you doing against the army with duplicating your roster? Like, they really had my man 2 days in the league carrying 3 G Leaguers and a mini P.E.K.K.A. against, I'ma say it again, an entire army.
Alien
like,
invasion.
Cecil not even doing his job, nigga. Where's the help? And I pray if you were a civilian during this conflict, cause bruh, oh nah.
You got shot.
Hey, Grandpa, watch your jab, man, watch your jab.
As you could clearly see, them boys got wiped out. And even if they survived this conflict, they pull up 2 more times in the same week.
Exactly.
With decades of advancements. And they're 50 times stronger. Like, I don't know what the writers were thinking making this up, up, down, down, left, right ass species. Because what do you mean these niggas spun the same block over decades?
Multiple times.
Like, I know decades ain't a lot for some of you niggas. You could add 40 years to Samuel Jackson's life, the niggas still look 80. But for the rest of us, plural decades are a long time. And they got decades stronger in 3 days. Nigga, that ain't even fair. And even though they came back decades stronger, Cecil still only brings 5 niggas.
Exactly.
You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I'm not gonna lie, Mark, I strangled.
Like, you got the Teen Titans pulling up. I mean, I know your whole Avengers, your bootleg Justice League got wiped. There's gotta be other people out in this world. I don't care if you guys had a retrial for the guard. Hire all of them. At this point, just hire every superhero to be a Guardian. Because what's the point of only getting the select few if y'all got everybody already trying out? You know the Avengers got like 30-something members? Not even, Avengers got like 50 people in the Avengers. Just get all of them other people in that group, man. Cause this ain't working.
That nigga too, cause what is wrong with Brody? It's like the writers were just glazing the villains to no end. Like, I really never seen a series like this where the heroes are so much weaker than the villains on every occasion, with a lot of it being completely unfair. Like, I mess with Machine Head. He's a great villain, very funny character. Nigga, how did you get Battle Beast on your roster?
Exactly.
That shouldn't even be possible. This is like Kingpin having Galactus as an employee. Nigga, I will harm you. But you know, Invincible is not the only show to do something like that.
Like, I was thinking about that the other day. How did he get in contact with Battle? Not only did he get contact, but also convinced him to work for him, or at least work with him. Like, where do you get that at? Where's this man Battle Beast going? Like, was he just walking around the hood one day and this man Machine Head saw him? Like, how do you even get that connection? Hey, it's whatever, man.
I could go into One Piece where in one of their earlier adventures, Zoro had to fight the strongest swordsman on that planet, and he got absolutely bodied. But you know, that fight didn't just happen for him to be beat. It was a lesson. It was motivation. Zoro was really on the floor talking about some I will never lose again. Like, I be reading that with tears in my eyes, dog. That's a real nigga. But Invincible, on the other hand, you want to know all this man got? He got turned into a Playboy Cardi album cover. What lesson do you learn from that? I'll give you the answer, nigga, nothing. Like, I've never seen a nigga get this universally hoed to this much of an extent. But y'all seen the show, man. There is so much BS like this Invincible gotta deal with. There is less than like 30 heroes on this damn planet, yet there's a new superorganism or supervillain found every single week. And they're, for some reason, always stronger than the heroes. And not to mention, there's an entire army stronger than all of them that could come in at any moment's notice. Even though I was just dissing Cecil, I'm on his side for this one, because what type of math is that? 21. And even these villains that constantly spawn in every week would vehemently piss me off. All of these villains are middle-aged men with no emotional maturity and cannot listen to...
For real. Why are... No key, every one of Mark's like main villains are all mentally insane and are beefing with him for no real reason. Angstrom, while yes, Marks, plural, let me say Marks have been terrorists, but he outs the one that's good. Yet you hire the other ones that killed multiple civilizations to work with you. Like, you create an alliance with the murderers you're trying to get vengeance on versus the one that did nothing to you. And freaking Powerplex, while I understand his anger, he has full-blown proof that Omni-Man's the only reason why his sister and niece are dead. And then he makes himself the whole reason why his wife and child die. You know what I mean? And Conquest is just a menace to society, let's be real. Like, this man really just wants to go to Earth and run hands with him. Like, let's keep it a bean, bro. Like, and this dude right here, he's also just mentally insane. Like, I understand why this man is the way he is in his head, but like, come on now. This man's doing all this bullcrap for no reason.
To reason for more than 4 effing seconds. Like, all of these villains are just misunderstanding a scenario to the point of pure idiocy.
You killed my sister!
And this guy too.
You killed my sister!
Like, bro, can we not get like at this point? Can we not get like superhero live streams? You get what I'm saying, Cecil? You already got this man Mark on consistent surveillance. Can you get? We need to have like on the clock 24/7 superhero live streams because no one's gonna know the context of the situation unless they see with their own eyes what the heck happened. Because all these villains make up their own like story in their head to the point where it's just what happened. You get what I mean? And that normally ends up with them trying to kill someone for no reason. Like this dude right here. Like, come on.
You killed my sister!
Jump wrecks for no reason.
Is this nigga serious?
Like, these villains have to be the stupidest ones I've ever seen in fiction. And I know a lot of comic villains are built on very stupid motivations. Harry Osborn is another motivation with just a simple talk would have resolved everything. But I think you seeing Spider-Man carrying your dead father in your living room is a lot more believable than just being blatantly wrong. Now, I've seen a lot of people call Angstrom a hypocrite, but with him, you could at least say he didn't always hate Invincible. His main goal was actually something completely different before his machine backfired on him. And it wasn't until his machine exploded where he went insane. And I mean, like, sure, I don't know how a nigga with a KSI built head has brain cells this useless. Nigga got all that space for nothing. But you know, let's just say he went insane. Like, Angstrom's still stupid as hell for picking the only good Invincible out of all the ones he could have picked. All the Invincibles that killed your family are still alive. You went to spin back on this nigga. Bro, go stain them. You're really out here hiring your ops instead of slamming them out. What Pusha
I
say?
just ran on a rant about this.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like, Angstrom really like them roasters in middle school that are getting flamed by someone else, but the moment you start laughing, they try to come at you. Like, nigga, you a bitch. Angstrom's still stupid. If I was Invincible, I'd be mad as hell, but for now, I'll let it slide. Powerplex, though? Nah, this nigga's just stupid. Everything about this nigga is just wrong. If you and Invincible talked for 4 effing seconds, you would have known that A, he's the victim, B, he's the victim, and C, he's the victim.
He's the victim.
He did not mercilessly kill your family. Like, Breaking Bad Jesse over here was really...
Like, he personally tried to save them. Like, when you looked... My question is, when he was in the, like, when he was in, like, Chicago watching the building get cut in half, he saw Mark fly up to stop the building. What did he think he was doing? Like, what else could he have possibly be doing if by stopping the building from falling? Did he not... My question is, did he not see Mark trying to hold his sister with his hand? I mean, I get if he couldn't see far enough, but like, imagine he has to have noticed there was another person hanging on his hand, right? Because he definitely saw Mark up there. So he should be able to know that he should have been able to see his sister in his other hand, right? Am I tripping? I don't know. Like, if he didn't see her, I could see why. But if he definitely saw her in his hand, like, I can understand you at that point.
Pissing me off, because this could have been solved in a single convo. And I know he tried several times to call Invincible's attention, but let's be real, none of them are going to be peaceful, number one. In the situation you ended up getting...
Also, another thing, you work for the GDA. Just talk to Mark. You know that he's Mark. Sorry, that's my phone. You know that he's Mark, and you know where he lives. You can walk to his house and talk. Like, you didn't even need these kinetic energy things for real. What, you think he's gonna just kill this random one person for no reason? I mean, he probably thought that, but still, like, if you want to have a conversation, you don't need to go into the middle of the street to cause chaos. You know where the dude lives and you know his secret identity. Just go to him regularly if you want to just have a conversation. No, you just want to fight him. Like, don't try and run the ones with somebody and act like you want to be diplomatic. Like, no, you just want to fight him.
Him in is so stupid.
Really, nigga?
Like, he was really talking to his family like, damn, babe, I don't know how to get his attention. I tried everything I could. Gag me in the baby. You know what? That's a great idea. What? I don't care if this was an act. I don't care if this was a skit. I don't care if it was fake. What type of person gags a baby to get back at a nigga? This is literally reverse Flash levels of petty. And Invincible has to deal with this every single week. Like, Powerplex really done murked his entire family and then looked at Invincible like...
Like, bro was on some freaking Shredder. Like, I actually just watched the CJ the Champ Shredder video. If you want to watch that, yeah, when Shredder like dropped karate in the mutagen, he pointed at Splinter and said it's your fault. This is kind of like the same thing. You basically killed someone you love and blame the person you hate for it. Like, no accountability at all.
So let's kill him.
I'm not gonna lie, Mark, this is a valid crash out, bro. I would have painted the city in his blood. Like, it's so funny. No matter what Invincible tries to do, everything gets painted as his fault. And not only that, if anybody has a conflict, he is miraculously the only superhero to ever exist in their eyes to help them. Omni-Man tricking him off Earth, the twins just forcing him to fight the Immortal. Like, this has to be a crime or something. You kidnapped him on a date to go to the future. Nigga, he ain't asked for this. And I'm skimming over so much. This ain't even counting the war. Imagine the planet getting ravaged by people that look just like you. This ain't even counting conquest. And again, what I hear from people,
like, how bad of luck is that? Conquest. Like, you just fought a war. I don't even know how long ago before this, but it can't be any more than a week. And then you have another Omni-Man-esque type threat that pops up right after. Like, the world ain't fair at this point. Like, I feel like when it came to Conquest, I think Mark had to have stayed in that hospital. Because let's be real, if he didn't stay in that hospital, he would have been having to be tired after fighting every other Mark. While I don't agree with Mark not fighting in that war, I think after Conquest showing up, I think the best decision would have been to stay in that hospital, because you need to be at full strength for what the heck was about to come up.
People who read the comics, it only gets worse. And not only does he literally never get time to be a regular person, I would say his life is just as annoying, if not worse. Now, I know he got Eve. He was finally pushed to ask her out because William told him to. Shout out to all my gay niggas. Hit her with the default banger line.
When I was lying on the ground with that sound drilling into my head, the only thing I could think about was you.
Incredible.
That is truly what you call a sensational game. He gotta start teaching the streets. We got niggas outside risen like these.
I know you work out. Body T. Bro. I'm trying to get my ass like that.
And I know you see Eve right here.
Oh no.
She's so bad. I ain't done that in a minute, but I'm truly grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
To be in true football weather.
But even with Miss Eve, I still wouldn't want to be this nigga because of Oliver. Yeah. Oliver is a special case. Oliver is the annoying little brother times 11 because he's not annoying.
I don't know. I think Oliver is not as bad. Maybe, I don't know. I'm the oldest brother of my siblings of. I only got 2 siblings, and I'm the oldest one. If y'all watch an older video, my brother was in a video once. And yeah, he's my brother. I have younger siblings, so I'm used to younger siblings. So Oliver, I could deal with no. In the sense of his character and how he acts with Mark, I feel like I could handle that. Because I deal with younger siblings and younger cousins that are about as young as Oliver is. Or, I mean, Oliver's really like a year old, but like in theory, he's like 12 to 13. So I could deal with Oliver.
To everybody else, he's only annoying to Invincible. It's as if he wants to make his life worse. And unless you are a POC willing to discipline him with the shakla, my dog, you not handling him. This man had a loving family growing up. His entire life going from royalty to the suburbs, that's barely a downgrade. Yet he still turned out to be King Von. How does this even happen? But I'm telling you, he's only being annoying to Invincible. When he kills the Mulder twins, he's gonna apologize in front of the heroes. But once Invincible tries to check him, now all of a sudden you want to start speaking like this.
It's not precious. People kill each other all the time. And most people aren't even special like us. They're just normal.
This nigga is crazy.
See, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not letting that slide if that was me. You just got finished apologizing, but now that you're talking to me, you wanna act like you're correct? I ain't dealing with that, bro. I'ma handle you like an African. Like, just let me catch that nigga sneak out the house. And you know, they again try to be a respectful family. And when they talk it out with him, he's like this.
Mahler didn't have friends or family.
Yeah, nah, bro. This like when the parents say, there was no signs. And it's a kid drawing imaginary friends like this. And they be like, I don't think he likes you, Dad. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, gang. You're finished. But as y'all can see, bro, Invincible's life, the villains he gotta deal with, even his little brother. I promise you, I would never want to live his life, let alone live in the Invincible universe, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's be real, Mark does not get no love as much as he should. Bro, Dagner has to dang near die to win some fights. And granted, every other superhero in their entire world was a superhero before Mark, yet he's the one that gets tagged with every job. You get what I mean? Like, everyone had powers and abilities before Mark, yet no one else gets called. Then you have other people that can kill multiple Marks. Like, you send every person out and they were at least able to kill like a good 10 Marks. But yet you get Mark himself just to handle most. I don't know, bro. It's like, it's clear to me that you're not getting anyone else trained. Like, literally, you spend most of the money training Mark alone, but you aren't using it for anyone else. Me personally, I'd rather have a team of everybody getting trained with the same like amount of capabilities than training one guy and having him carry everybody else. That just sounds the more responsible thing to do. But anyway, that was my rant. Yeah, but that was it for this one. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one. And God bless.